Hello and welcome to Baby Steps in Create Studio 3 part 26, the social media folder in the studio section. I'm Tony of Tony's Tutorials and we're on version 3.4.3 of Create Studio 3. Right, first of all we're going over to the new projects as usual, so I'll click one of them with the left mouse button and we're now in the canvas area. So we're going to the left and we'll go to the scroll bar, left click and hold, drag down until you get to the Twitter image that they used to use for Twitter, and that's the social media folder there. So I'm going to left click that and I'm going to pull the first one off because I've already downloaded it. As you can see, it's not got the download icon like this one has, so I'm just going to drag that across by left mouse clicking, holding and dragging onto canvas and releasing the left mouse button. Right, now let's just play it so you can see what it actually does before I continue with it. Yeah, that looks pretty nice, and it's similar to one of the interfaces that has been done before, and they've put it in here for this one for the social media. So what they've done is they've edited one of the interfaces from before, and I'm going to use that to show you how this works. So basically this is a group, obviously, as you can tell, right, and it's got this bottom position for it to go when it's finished, right, and that's the animation. Right, all you need to do is delete that off and you'll see there's a little triangle in the top right corner there that proves that it's a group. Now, is it a mask group or is it an ordinary group? To find out whether it's a mask group, you can right click on the element, and if it's a mask group it'll say unmask here somewhere. It should say unmask as well as ungroup. So if it's masked, it'll say unmask on it when you right click on the element on the timeline, right? So that way you'll find out whether it's a masked item, and if it is a masked item, you've got to remember to remask it with the thing it was masked with afterwards if you mess about with it at all, right? Just remember that. I'm just showing you that because it's important anyway. Now I'm going to just get the motion back on that was on here, and remember it was the back end, so it's the out, right? So if it's the back end or something, it's the out one, and what it was position bottom, right? And there you go, it's come back on, no problem. Right, now considering that this is already selected, you can see open group there, so you can click on that and open the group if you want to. But if you don't have it selected, this is what happens. You can't see nothing, there's nothing there. So you can click on the item on the canvas and it'll put it there. You can also double left click on the element on the timeline if it's a group, and it will open the group, and that's what I've just done. Right, now the first one we got, the first shape we got is this shape here. Now I can't make that shape offhand because it might take me a bit of time to do it. I don't know how they made it, but I can show you how to do a similar thing. It's not hard. So we just click on, and there's a shape here which is like a circle with a tick on it, which I'm going to use that just to show you how easy it is to copy the actual image that they've done and do the same actions. Right, so you can do that. You can just drag it across and make it as long as the other one, just so that it's equal to what it is. Then you can actually click on the animation, and then you can do, if you've got Windows, Control C and use Control V on the other one like this, and it should go on there, but it ain't gone on there. I'll try it again. Control C, one there, Control B, yeah, there it is. So now that should be the same as that one. So let's just try it and see. That's so easy, right? Now if you couldn't do that, or say it doesn't work for some reason, the other way you can do it is just, let's delete that animation first and let me show you how to do it from scratch, right? If you don't want to do that, the best thing to do is then go on the one that's actually the original and look at everything that's been selected. Scale, back up, and rotation at -38, right? So we go onto this one, motion, scale, back up, and then we go on to advanced, rotation, -38. And that will also do the same thing, except for this one's a bit wider, so we just push it back like that. And now if you have a look, they'll be both exactly the same kind of movement, right? So that's how you would do it. I've got one there as well. What's that doing there? Right, so I've just deleted them anyway. So that's how you would do that first shape, right? Second one is the rounded rectangle. To get this rounded rectangle to work, because it comes from the one side to there, right? So what we need to do is get our own rectangle. You got a rectangle here. You can squeeze it down like that. Let's put it at the bottom, shall we, so we can show it better. A minute, let's go there. Click on it. Let's drag it down here and drag it across. I'm going to drag it there and then squeeze it down a bit. Let's drag it across this way a little bit more, like that. So we can do it as small as you want. That'll do. So what I'm going to do with this one is I'm just going to bring it back a bit, like that, then take it across there. So it's similar to that one, it's just a bit different colour and might be a slight amount thicker. But I'm going to show you, you can do the same actions. It's not hard at all. You can do what I did before, or with this one, I'm going to show you how to do it from scratch straight away. Right, so this one, it's got Scale X Circ. You'll find that one under saved, and there it is, Scale X Circ. You do that, then you need to do something else. So you go on to this item, go to settings, properties, and you need to go to anchor point, and the anchor point's got to be on the left hand side. If you do that, it'll do exactly the same thing as that one there, except for it needs to be a bit wider. Like that. It should be okay then. Hopefully anyway. Let's just have a look, see what happens. Right, there you go. It's doing the same thing, yeah? Right, so you've got to be aware of what properties have changed when you're doing it. So if you look on the item, it'll give you information there. Look on the properties of your item as well, and their item. Right, so if you look on the properties of this, you can see anchor point has been changed. So if something's coming from a certain angle, check the anchor point for that, right? So that's what's happened, right? The anchor point, because of the anchor point, that's come from that side. If you haven't got the anchor point, let me show you what happens with it. If you haven't put the anchor point on, let's just go off there, take the anchor point back to the middle, and this is what will happen. You'll see what happened now. What happened? It come from the middle and went both ways. So if we take this across. Let's take it across from where it is. Let's move it across because it's too far over that way. Hang on, let's click on that a minute. Let's bring it across there. And let's try that again from the beginning. Play it. As you can see, it expanded out from the middle because your anchor point was the middle. Now if I take it to that side, it'll expand from the right to the left, right? So we'll just show you that now. Yeah? Okay, so you get that. Right, so let's just put the anchor point back on there. Not that we need it really, because I'm going to delete it in a minute. But that's how you do that one, right? So we know how to do the first two anyway. Now, So let's get on with the others. Right, so you've got the stars there, and you got back up there on an image. That's the image there. The stars, them are a bit more difficult because that stars there is a group itself. Right, you can see it's a group because it's got a triangle in that corner. If we click on it, make sure it ain't mask. There it ain't. Right, so what we'll do is we're going to click on that, check that, and as you can see, it's each one of these is a group as well. Okay, and they're not masked either. Right, but as you can see, there's 5 different groups there. We'll go on to the first group, the first one that comes up, which is that one, right? And what we'll do is we just click on it, double click on that one, and as you can see, there's 3 things in it. The first thing is a square. Right, let's just say, hide that one and hide that one, just so we can show you what the square does. Right, and all that does is it scales up from the middle. So you can do that. That ain't hard at all, is it? Right, so we'll get our own square. Let's get our own square and put a square on, the same as that. It's not hard. We just put the square full length. So we just like that. That's near enough full length, isn't it? Yeah, there, right. So we've got the square like that, and all we're doing is up from the top. We just take it along there. So we go motion, scale, up. And that's the same as that, right? So as you can see, watch. There you go. That's done exactly the same thing, right? So that's the scale up. The second one is halfway on that animation. That's when it starts, halfway on the other animation, right? And that's the star. Now the star is a bit different to the other one, so I'm going to get rid of the, I've got to get the square, and I'm going to hide the square. I'm going to show the star. Now what I just did was I used my right mouse button to hide the square, and I used the right mouse button to find the other things. Right mouse button to show them as well on each element. Right, if the element's hid, you just right click it and it'll say show on it. So right, anyway, let me show you how to do this star shape, or to do the same effect of the star shape. Right, we need a star shape anyway to do that, or something like it. There ain't one there, I don't think. I can't. Oh, there's the star shape. Look, there's a star shape here. Let's drag this one out. Hang on, I've got to upload it first, then drag it out. Right, so we've got the star shape, and what we're going to do is we've got to do up on it. So as you can see, it's got up on it, scale up, and it's got -31 rotation. So what we do is we're going to do the same with that. So we go motion, scale up, and we're going to advanced settings, rotation, -31. Right, now hopefully that should do the same. Let's just check. We start from the beginning and go. Yeah, basically the same thing. Right, so it just shows you can do all these just by watching what's happening. Right, so that's the second one. So you can do that one, so you know that one, how that one works now. Just hide that, and then the third one, which I've got to show, is this one, which does scale X circ. Right, so it's a square which is using scale X circ, and it's using the anchor to the right as well. Right, so we've just done something like that, haven't we? Let's put another square on here. Let's just put a square on like that, and we'll do exactly the same as what that one's doing. So I need to just go like that all the way up to there and just drag it down to the bottom there. Right, and then what we're going to do is click on motion, saved, scale X circ, like that one. And then what we need to do is go to the actual properties of the shape we've got. Right, so we go click on that. Why is it not clicking on it? Should be clicking on it. Properties, go to anchor point. Right, and then that's it. We've done the same then. Our properties will be the same as theirs, and the image should be on this side. Oops, where's that gone? Where's that? Well, it's not in the right position, so let's go. That's not doing it, so let's go back over there. I'll miss something again. Oh, square. It's that one. I ain't put that one on like that. Right, so there we go, and that should be the same, hopefully. Scale X circ. Oh, cool, that's not the same size. What's happened here? I don't know what's happened there. Let's delete that one and start again. Right. Sorry about that. I don't know why that went funny. It just did. Right, let's just try that again. Let's get a square. And make it bigger so it fits. Right, so there we go. Now what I want to do is scale X that one. So we saved scale X circ like that. And we want to do, click on that. Click on the item. Properties, anchor, left. Right, so once it's on the left, now we just do that and it should come that way. Right, so all we need to do is move it to the left to the same place as that one was. Right, so that place X position is 0 on there, but let's just check on the properties, normal properties of it. Right, so go on the properties and you'll see position is -109. Right, so we need to put that as 109. Go on there, position -109. Alright, so we do that, enter that. Now we'll play it and it'll do the same thing, yeah, basically. So all of that star, I've just showed you how to do it, right? By doing each piece separately, and you know, you can learn how to use it properly there. That's the idea, right? So showing it to you this way is the easiest way to show you how to get things done. Right, so I've took it apart and showed you how it works, right? So now we go back on the timeline, click on that and go back on the timeline. So what we've done, we've just done 3 of the parts on it. Let's go back in by left clicking it again twice. So I've done the stars. So all you'd have to do is do the same thing 5 times. Repeat them and step them a bit, like 1 second each apart, and then just put them along in the line like that. And that's what they've done there with that. Now, verified by Trustpilot, that's easy enough. It's just some words. So let's just see what that one does. Let's have a look, see what they do. It comes up slowly, word by word, so that ain't hard. Let's just go back on it. Let's see what it does there. It says word by word, words offset 25% and that, right? And it's top. So all you need to do is just get your words, whatever your words are. So we get a text. Just make it very small. Somewhere up there. But where have I put that now? Let's just have a look. It's over here. Don't want it there. Bring it this way a bit. Right, we can change the colour to black if you like. Might be a good idea. Let's change that to black. Right, so we can see. And let's just have a look, see what it says at the moment. It just should say type your text here. Type your text, yeah. Right. So now we've got type your text, we know what it says. So we'll just copy that, right? Copy the animation. To copy the animation, you just click on that. We see what it says, Y position 30, word, stuff like that, right? All you've got to do is click on yours. So motion, position, what was it, top? Was it? I think it was top, wasn't it? Top, yeah. Click on that. Make sure it's on that word. And the offset was 25, not 50. So do the change the offset to 25. Always remember when you click a number on here, you've got to click enter after, just to make sure it uses it. If you don't do that, it might not use it. And then you've got to put the Y position right as well. So Y position was 30. Okay, so let's just see how that goes, see if that does the same thing, right? If it doesn't, it means there's something different that you ain't done. You know, you got to check the properties as well. That looks near enough the same, doesn't it? So I know it was texture type your text, but it doesn't matter. It's doing the same kind of action as the other thing, which is what you want to learn about, really, more than anything else. This image, what's that? What was that image? I can't see it. Oh, that's the character's image. That's not hard either. Right, so to get your character image, what you need to do is you need to import your own image first of all. So we go to media, add, import media. You get an image of something. Let's get this image here. My boy. Right, and then you bring it across onto the thing, and then you make it smaller, obviously, to fit the paper. Fit within the paper, like that, something like that. Then you add a circle. So you can just add a circle like this, and put it on the face like so. Close as you can get it, right, to what you want, maybe, like that. Then you just click the item and the item underneath with the shift button, like that, and then you right click on any and mask, and there you go, right, and then you can adjust the size to where you want it and put it on the actual place where you want it to be. Right, so there's my boy, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how the images go. So back up, look, I don't think there's any extras on that, it's just back up, scale back up, right, so we'll try and do that, scale back up for that one, scale back up, there we go, just do that. Oops, it hasn't come up, I wasn't on the thingy, right, so scale back up, there we go. Right, so now we just see if that works the same as the one that's down there, the image. Let's just do that and see, there you go, exactly the same. Right, so I'll just get rid of that now. So we've done all this stuff up here, except for the Tom Taylor, obviously, but that ain't hard anyway, is it? As you can see, the Tom Taylor is this Zoe Mayer. So what we're going to do, you're going to copy it and put Zoe Mayer on, I suppose. It's easy. All you got to do is get text. Put my text in. Where's that going? I'm going to change it to black colour so we can see it. Right, I'm going to put. Still can't see it. We'll have a look in a minute. I don't know why I can't see it yet. So type your text. Colour's black. Whoops! I've just moved something else by accident. Playing me up a bit, so I don't know why it's doing that, but it is. Right, so I'm just gonna delete that one a sec and try again in a second. I go to text, change colour to black. That's better. I don't know why it didn't do it before. Put it there, just underneath that one. As you can see, that just says top and it says word forward. Right, so all you do is do for the one you want. Where's me? Oh, there's my text. Motion, top, word, forward, like that's okay. Let's see if that's done the same thing. It might have already. Let's have a look, see what's going on. That's coming up. Mine's coming up the same sort of thing, yeah. It's doing the same sort of movement, but it's a bit later than yours. That one there. So just do it like that and take that along a bit. Let's try that a bit better now. Yeah, basically done the same thing. There was not really a lot of difference there, so all that at the top's been done already. So the only thing we've got to worry about is this, and maybe the box, the end. So to do, after we've done that, we've done that. This bit is obviously easy. It's just you put some words in and do the same thing again. It gives you word forward. You can change them positions if you want. Top, rotation, no, it's position top. There's no special things there involved, I don't think. It's got different positions on here, whether that's going to make any difference, let's just check. Let's have a look. Yeah, it just comes up slowly. And that's coming up word by word as well. I mean, you could have had it as paragraph by paragraph or letter by letter. You should play with these actually, because it's really good for that sort of thing. To play with them and have a look at them. So that ain't hard. It's this one is the other thing. The big square here, or rectangle I should say. It's the white rectangle. Now that one is using scale X circ again, right? So what we want to do is we want to get a rectangle just the same as that. Get a rectangle, right? Put it there, make it fit the area, roughly about the same. And down, that's it, like that. And you do, where have I put it? Probably there, yeah. I'm forever doing that. Never mind. Right, so we'll look at where it is. At the bottom, ain't it? Yes, scale exert. It's right at the front as well. And right at the front. When we do, click on it, motion, scale exert. Right. Now let's just check. Right, is there any difference there? It's on 100. That's okay. I think that's going to be the same as that. Click on that one. Yeah, it's going to be the same. Now let's just check the properties of this one in case there's any differences. That's anchor points in the middle, so this one will be the same. Anchor points in the middle because I haven't changed the thing. So let's just check. Yeah, it's the same sort of thing. Won't come out the same way, right? Obviously, this has got rounded corners. You can round the corners off. It's simple. It's just pulling them. These little circular things with the dot on. You pull on one of them, where the crosshair comes up like that. You can make them whichever way you want. And the other reasoning besides what's happened here with the length is it's got its own sizes in there of what it's going to go to 100, and the properties are down on the properties. So you just check the properties and you'll find it on the properties when you get to the properties. What it says there, any different things there that you can see. I don't think there is. You go through whatever you want to go through and have a look, see if there's any differences. If there's any differences, that's what you got to do. Like the scale is 61 on that, and what my scale is a bit different, eh? 53, but for chance of 61. So it goes bigger like that. So I won't fire off, you know what I mean? And you'd have to check with the X and Y scales anyway. It'd be a good idea usually. So you can check that for that sort of thing. Or you can do this way, checking that way, scale Y, and check with that one to make sure that one's the same. Scale Y position, hang on. I was on the wrong thing then, hang on. That way. Right, so let's check the scale. Scale Y position this way, 37. So I check mine, put mine to 37. Because it's on 43 at the moment, so 37, and it should match that white one more or less. So it ain't far off, you know what I mean? So, but that's how you do it. You keep checking the different settings, and it'll help you learn how to do these properly, right? So that's that one. I've showed you how to take it apart and figure out how things work on it, right? And now we're going to go back to where the others are on the social media, which you've got. All them are the same sort of thing as that, really. There isn't many differences there. They're very easy to do. The only thing you've got here is these other things, which are emojis. What do you call them? Emojis. I'm going to delete that first. Hang on, delete that. Now you've got different emojis here. So them are easy to use. All you do is you resize them to fit what you need, and they're like videos. Usually, a lot of them are. So you just put them where you need to. Simple as that, isn't it? And you can adjust the size easy to what you want. That's all they are. The rest of them, it's them at the top. They're the more important ones because they're more like the interfaces and different things like that. So there's more to them than there are to these. These are very simple and easy to deal with. You got a monkey there. It speaks no evil. So. And it's just, these are just extras which you can use to add a bit of animation to your videos. So like that, you know, you could have him laughing, or one of them not being able to see because he thought it was too funny, you know. Like I could have that. So these are not the hardest thing to deal with, you know, so you can just play about with them. That'd be good for having a comedy where they're all laughing and doing that. You could have the monkeys doing that, probably anyway. But all of these are the images at the bottom, so there ain't nothing else there I can talk to you about. They just need uploading there, and you got the different like the Twitter image and things like that. These are just videos as well, I believe. There, where's that one? Let's have a look. Facebook icon. And it's just an icon, that one. It just comes up like that. And yeah, that one is a group, so we can open it up and see what actually happens with it. So it's just elastic up. So what's that? That's just the thumb. Elastic up and back down, I think. Yeah, elastic up and back down. So it's just a straight back down, but it's elastic up. And I've just moved it from where its position was. And the other one, the circle, it's as simple as anything to do with a circle. Elastic up, so it's elastic up scale, and just straight down again, right? So they ain't very difficult at all, are they? Same with most of these, so that they ain't really worth talking about, to be honest. So the other ones are more difficult, but if you analyse them the way I've just showed you, then you'll get used to understanding them, and I hope this actually helps you, this tutorial. It's been a bit late. I'm nearly 11 PM on a Thursday night. I've struggled today with doing stuff because I've had problems with me eyes, me hands, and a few other things. So I just hope this has helped you anyway, and if it has, please like and subscribe to Tony's Tutorials, and thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And if you've got any comments, please put them in under the video and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Alright, thank you, have a good day, and bless you for watching my program. Thank you.